As sort of a joke, I suggested my subscribers to leave any Don't Starve Together tips they know so I can steal them and make a video out of them without giving them any credit. And to this possibly worst proposition ever, 40 people decided to share their knowledge, so whether they are good or great, I decided to keep my end of the deal and try them all out. Here we go. Hunter748 says Wolfgang's dumbbell throw can effectively kill a baby. Oh! No, wait, baby tentacle. Oh. The dumbbell, like he points out, can deal AoE damage, greatly facilitating the entire process of smack back and whack, cleaning those short buggers around a long shaft like trimming pubes around a peen. Mr. Joshua's tip suggests a take one, skip one method when scavenging in a public server, allowing late newcomers to have something to fill their pockets. Mr. Joshua, you're what people call a good communist. Unfortunately, most of us are what people call true communists. I'm sure you know what that means. Meatbug says eating restores hunger.
You lied to me.
According to Pancake, we can make a health station using a nurse spider and a Lureplant. Let's find out. Yes, a nurse spider attacking a Lureplant with you will indeed fart now and then. Once the Lureplant is dead, you can always replant it so it can suffer for eternity. Cobalt Chrome can defeat Bee Queen easily with 36 beefaloes in heat during spring. But why stop at 36 when you can do 100? Heck, why not 1,000? Or 1 million bee? FYI, those 36 beefaloes dealt with the Bee Queen pretty well, but I must say the battle is better fought with the sun still in the sky. All those beefaloes earlier can retire with Milligen's tooth trap method. This takes me back.
Simply place one trap in front of your victim and keep resetting the trap till it kills it.
But unlike the good old days in Don't Starve Together, you need 2 tooth traps, and yes, regarding their fallen brethren, they still don't give a shit. Max El Terrible takes advantage of the local idiot by making it charge rows of trees you planted. So have fun till a tree guard says no to slavery. According to Amir Hussein Maksudi, we can tell where the tentacles are using our spider senses. Urfeg found a hands-free method to deal with any boss mobs that cannot get on board. All you need is a Houndius Shooticus, that's right, just one, and patience. Lots and lots of patience. Okay, with a bit more seriousness, you will have to constantly distract your target, as most lose interest in you moment you get on board. And make sure to place an anchor, because this can happen. Paul G discovered that a produce scale is a food preserver far superior to fridge or salt box by keeping a single fruit or vegetable unspoiled indefinitely. Skylar Fisher loves woods and woods only. Well, me too, call me. That's why they choose lumpy trees over evergreens, wasting not a second picking up and sorting out those pesky pine cones. Well said, Lunacrest. Well said. As a proud Oasis resident, Keno S is addicted to cooked cactus fruits that boost your mood at cost of your health, just like vodka. Since cacti also grow during winter, they are a fine source of sanity when clapping the clops. Yumima reminds us that buying a copy of Don't Starve Together grants you an extra copy for gifting purposes, and to show their gratitude towards Klei, Yumima also encourages kidnapping people to force them into our happy gaming community. Please let me out. Underpaid Mercenary provides splendid alternative to stealing other people's supplies, which is either go out with a bang or a spank. Lucas isn't there emphasizes the need to recycle, like digging up cobblestones one used to fight dragonfly to lay them in your base. Thanks to this tip, cooking has never been faster. King Hoovy chooses Dapper over Hatter by making a fashion goggle made with 1 gold and 1 pig skin. It's as mind-soothing as a top hat and a wiser choice for those with arachnophobia. Neko Sparklo tells us pseudoscience station with a crack ain't out of whack. It can still function, just in a limited fashion. So depending on what you need to craft, you may not need to spend resources patching it. Dominic Oxo found a way to take out this slimy gang with a bang. Though this does prevent us from getting those snail armors, we are both sick enough to agree that this is very fun. Pyreki scoffs at the labor law by forcing his birds to work overtime. I mean, how dare they fall asleep when they can be taken out and put back in a cage to crap out a couple more eggs? Don't worry, you'll get to sleep when you're dead. Chubby Punk believes that a child with depression has the mental forte to endure the last stage of the adventure mode, and he speaks the truth. Apparently a top hat is enough for her to withstand my old friend. Awesome Alt found a diplomatic solution between Wirt and this king who'd sooner deal with a literal devil than a fish. All it takes is turning this little fish girl a little more human, just like Little Mermaid. Funky finds this voluptuous vegetation smoking hotness very attractive, especially as a lightning rod for wildfires. Having one of these safely planted on a sand or a man-made turf and next to an ice machine greatly increases the area safe from the wildfire. Lord Jazargo knows two ways to tell a glowberry from a wormberry, because worms are always wet and so are their berries. If all is wet from rain, note that only a plant berry has an option to be burnt. Would be much funnier if it's all the way around. Bread Enjoyer advocates the cheap and readily available grass suit over Thulesi crown. Makes sense to me because most of us die from the journey trying to make that crown. Mariala loves flowers and decorates the base with them. They also enjoy snapping the necks of every innocent butterflies and ravage their corpses to become unstoppable. Nampledamp gives you a scientific distinction between heat addition and heat retention. Outfits delay heat loss or heat gain, but do not regulate temperature by itself unless it's an ice cube or a watermelon hat. So if already near a heat source, you could unequip your outfits to reduce durability loss. All of it. Take it off. Incray says converting excess grass into rope can save space. I guess this could work as long as the amount of grass you have is exactly divisible by 3. Space! Iron Helmet's obsession towards space allowed him to find out hounds will not revive on Lunar Island once his body is torched. Zalix38 greatly enjoys WX78's ability to craft light and Mongol circuits to stick it to that Bicharlie the Night Queen. Uday says willows can't burn your base if they're dead.
You lied to me.
Bot Tuja found out that constantly torching and extinguish the Slurter Mound will at one point spawn a Snurtle with that precious armor. Bot Tuja stole this tip from Lacknish, so I can steal this from both of them. Thanks. Well, since I vicariously stole from another YouTuber, here's one of mine. If the sun is about to go down and you have no light source whatsoever, search for a cave. Just by entering it, you will get a light shining from heaven way up to hell way down. Azure Nightfall supports genocide of every living beings in the constant. I like how they think. Jonathan Smadja tries to justify infesting the base with spiders using Weber's den decorator that pacifies all its inhabitants. Yeah, no. Marco Polo says you can cut down trees. They don't know what game we are talking about, but they are certain that one can cut a tree in it. Ellie Van Den Brink is a proud owner of an S&M club consisting of a bunnyman and some tentacles summoned by Wickerbottom. According to Ellie, the service is positively reviewed by even the Queen herself. Old Stack says... Okay, I gotta read this. If you're Wendy and hunting koala funds and stuff, use torch to... like the koala. Huh. Then use Abby and the axe plus fire damage to kill it, no damage. Okay, this person probably was having a stroke when writing this, but they are basically telling us that lighting up a koala fund and then gangbanging it with Abigail can effectively stunlock it. And that's actually a very good tip, thank you, and go to the nearest hospital. Sixtooth claims to have pinpointed the spawn point of conspicuous chest. According to them, the chest often spawns near A, in a forest next to a pig village without the pig king, or B, in a forest near mandrakes, or C, around the moonstone. Alright, I'm gonna try this only once, so this better work. Huh. Okay, let me try 10 more times. Nope, nope, yes, nope, nope, yes, nope, yes, kinda yes, yes, and yes, just very far away. Well, that's 6 yes out of 10, so 6 Tooth speaks truth. Soren Aeolian says if you press both Alt and F4, you exit the game.